Marco here again. Welcome back to my Let's Play of the Feed the Beast Direwolf pack. As you can see, I've been doing some building. What do you reckon? I've got my first tower nearly done. I've not done the actual chimney on the top, but I've got one tower done, and I've got some of the second tower done, and I've got the middle bit done. So, what do you reckon? That's the grass is a bit weird because I've got this orchard biome going through here. I think I like it. If I don't, I can always. I think these ways of changing biome. I'm sure that blood magic you can change a biome. So I may end up messing around with some kind of ritual to change biomes if that starts to get on my nerves. The different colour grass, but I think I like it. I've just done a little path. I'll show you inside in just a minute. Just done a little path with the gravel bricks from Extra Utilities into the door there. So what I did yesterday was I got this tower sorted and a bit of trial and error. Got it looking how I wanted it to. Now, this looks kind of like Battersea Power Plant. It's the bricks are the wrong colour for a start. I'd have to use some kind of probably a railcraft brick to get it more accurate, but it's kind of right. It's on scale wise, I think it's about right. Looking on pictures, this middle section is about the same width as them. I think for the outer sections, I'm actually gonna have to go wider, so I might have to come out a little bit there, but I'm not going to stay going out square. If the sides have to come out wide, I'm just going to bring out the side there an extra chunk or two possibly that way, and same with the other side. So got a little bit intricate at the top, but the base, the bottom half's pretty straightforward, and I'm going to show you how quickly I've been building it. It's pretty straightforward once you've got a builder's one. Builder's one is really essential for this. Any kind of big building, builder's one really makes a difference. So this middle section, all I've done is it's just 5 wide. Now I said I was going to do internal walls, but I'm not sure I quite like the brick. But there's some things that I've been messing around with. I'm not sure if I like or not yet. One thing I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to make some of the things from Thancraft that stop mobs going past. I'm going to have all them on all the doors so mobs can't get in. I need to light the place as well because I've got no lighting anywhere. I've used the Oriental glass windows. I tried a few windows and they seem to look the best, and I've done a marble floor, just a basic marble floor, and wooden floor on the high floor. I thought I'd have marble on the ground floor and parquet flooring, which I don't know if it's like where other people live, but when I went to school, the school hall was always parquet flooring like that. I've been messing around in here. I want some kind of lift. I think I'm going to use micro blocks to make stairs, but I'm not sure. I'm just messing around with a few things, but I kind of like the way that looks. That's using factory blocks from Chisel with just a rusty factory block on the outside, very rusty, and a wireframe and very rusty metal plates, and just using some carpet blocks there to make it look great. As you can see, I've got a massive amount of space inside here. Now I've done it so that I've got a floor each second set of windows. So I've got nice high roofs. Some of the factory, these longer bits here, I want to leave this middle bit open, I think, have it grassed. But these longer bits in between the two, well, in between the 4 chimney stacks, I'm going to have as big open factory areas, I think. I'll have them a bit more modern inside. But this end section, I kind of wanted it old-fashioned looking, so that's why I've gone with the wood and stuff. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 floors up in the inside. This there's no windows in this one, and then at the top there I just use them same stone bricks, wide stone bricks, and use a little bit of carpenter's blocks to curve the top of it like so, and use the carpenter's blocks to get a circular thing here, even though it's like an octagon in it. And then on top of that, once I've got the right colour brick, I'll be making a chimney stack. So I've been doing this, like I say, pretty quick, because it's actually pretty straightforward. What I'm going to do is jump down here, grab a load of bricks. I'll do it for now, and of course night time's coming. And with your builder's wand, just a case of finding what height you want to be at, and then doing one row, and then bringing the sides up to where you want to get them up to. So I'm going to go all the way up to the same level as the other ones here, like so. Right, I don't actually want to do that next one. I'm going to do it, I'm going to sleep. And this ring, I've noticed I can actually sleep in mid-air. It's kind of funky. So as you can see, that'd take ages if you was trying to do all that manually. But because I'm not doing it manually, I can quickly throw this thing together. Of course, it takes a little bit more time at the top, partly because, well, so I was doing a bit of trial and error on that side, so this side should take me not so much time as that side did. Well, let me get up here and I'll carry on. There we go. So what I want to do now is I need some of these wildstone bricks. Now what I've started doing is I've started putting loads of building stuff into this white bag. So I've got loads of gravel road, loads of wildstone bricks there, some bricks in there as well. My carpenter's stuff. What I'll do for now, what I want to do here is on the inside of this is I believe this is how I did it, so I can quickly check on the other side. That's the reason why I wanted the path through as well. So yeah, see on the other side I've got at this level, just above the door here, I've got a single row of bricks all the way around. I should finish that really before I do this bit. So this takes a little bit more time, obviously, because I'm not using a builder's wand, but where you make up for it in the big stuff, so it makes this building pretty quick. And I'm using a lot of repetition, so obviously the 4 towers are going to be exactly the same. So the 2 that I've been in at the back, the 2 that are going to be back are going to be a chunk from the back there, so I need to quarry all this back area. I've quarried all the way down the front. I've just done that, just finished that one there, that chunk. I'm just doing them 2 chunks there, and then I can quarry down. I still need to do it on both the sides, and then the 3 chunk wide bit at the back there. I'm getting there. I've got loads of resources as well, so that's a nice bonus from just quarrying out my base. I've not even been to the deep dark yet, even though I made the portal to it. I've not quarried anything there because I've been doing it all here. So I won't spend all the episode building. I just wanted to do a little bit just to show you how I've been getting on. Just get some more bricks. I'll do a little bit at the top. I need to move this pretty soon. I'm going to move it across into the... I don't know where to go, the front or the back with it. I was thinking of having them on the front, having 2, making those 60 odd flowers, but that means having to get a lot more yellow flowers, because I'm getting quite low on yellow flowers now. Off we go. I remember the first thing I ever built in Minecraft when I first got it, year before last, was a big cobblestone castle. I didn't know you could shift, I didn't have flight, I didn't know you could shift to stand on the edge, so I fell off and died a few times. I was also very slow and manual. It took me absolutely ages. Right, so I've got that bit, now I want to go... So that's the same level yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now there's a little bit of manual stuff while I get the next height ready. So I believe... forgot already. So I've got 1 level with them grey bricks. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then of course there was 1 inside there as well. What I could have done is stood 3 on the bottom of there and then switched to my wand. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I brought them up quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now I know I can bring that one up. So that comes up to there. Now what was in the middle bit? That was just a straight bit of wall. They keep going up until 2 blocks past that one. Okay. So what I need to do here then is that was right one. Yeah. What I need to do here is get them guys on the back again. And now I can bring that up. And they went 2 past. No, if I do that, yeah, I don't want that on there, do I? I need to write that one. There we go. 1, 2. So that came 2 past top of that, yep, and so on and so forth. So I'll carry on. I'm going to get this tower done, and then I'm going to start moving some of the technical stuff across here. I've got a little idea. I want to see if I can automate the survivalist generators, so I think I'm going to get on with that. And I want to get my ore processing fully automated using Ender.io. So I'm going to be messing around with making some item filters, advanced item filters. I believe I need another machine for them. Very time I do, I think, to make that guy, zombie controller, slice and spice. So I'll be making a new machine that I've not used before. I'll be making some stuff that I've not made before, so I shall be getting stuff ready for that, and we'll do that in the next bit. See you in a bit. Okay then, here we are back again, and I just want to start, now I'm back, by quickly making some of these guys. I'm going to actually use my better wand for this as well. In fact, I should do the right thing and put on my V reduction gear, because my wand is pretty basic still. I've only got a gold banded great wood wand, and I'm going to make some of these guys, 16 of them guys, lovely. And I'm going to carry my wand around with me again now. I've just got a little cheap iron capped one in there. I'm going to carry my wand around with me again just so I get that filled back up. You see they're down to 14 on Ignis and order by the look of it. I've got some of these paving stones of warding, so I'm going to use them for my doorways, just if many mobs do spawn they can't get from room to room. Now I'm going to come back in here in a minute and do a bit of crafting for what we're going to do next. So I'm going to show you this really quick. I just threw together a real basic tree farm, really nice and straightforward. Ender.io, Jabber barrels and Manufacturer Reloaded are all we're using here. I've got an advanced photovoltaic cell with an energy line running underneath here, as you can see there, and then Ender.io conduits. I've got item conduits and power conduits. I'm just going to have to chop this up a minute, yeah, so we can get in here. We've got a planter there, and I've filled in most of the things with buttons because they can't be planted, so it's just got oak saplings in the other slot. We've got this set with a basic item filter set to oak sapling, and I've got the priority set to 1, so it's a higher priority than the barrel that's also got oak saplings in. And then on this side, all we've got, there we go, on this side all we've got is the item conduit. So the items get spat out of here, so we're doing oak trees. We've got saplings, apples and oak logs, and they're just all set to input. Basic set to input. Really nice and straightforward. I normally do this with one of these guys. I've done it before, and that works well enough. With this 40 it just works a bit better, so I've just pinched one of the 40s off the quarry. So the quarry's running on 11, not 12 now. I think I made a couple extra the other day, and I don't think I mentioned it, but the quarry was running on 12, it's now running on 11. It seems to be running quick enough. And I've already done spruce, and I've got to 64 stacks of spruce logs there. I've only got 7 stacks of saplings, that doesn't matter. So now I'm doing oak. I'll do birch as well. So I've got some different types of wood should I need them. Now I'm mainly using spruce in my building at the minute, but I may use other stuff later on. And it's and it's nice to have a lot of wood because I was getting a little bit low. So if you remember before, I just had some trees manually planted over there, and I was going to have to plant some more because, so what happens with these, by the way, mobs can't cross. So now if there's a creeper out here, at least it can't come and find me in my base. And I'm going to have them down here as well. And what I'm probably going to do is end up all the doorways, all the main doorways in this place. I'm going to probably end up with these guys on, because why not? They're cheap enough to make, and it's a nice way of keeping mobs out your rooms. So what was I saying? Carpenter's blocks. I finished the second tower. I say finished, I ain't done the columns, I ain't done the chimneys on either of them. I was messing around. I used quite a lot of carpenter blocks, slopes, making that glass. It doesn't really look right, because when you look at certain angles, you don't get an edge. So it doesn't really look totally right from the outside, but it kind of looks alright inside. That's more what I was going for. So it's got a glass roof on the side bits there. So these two towers are identical in every way. So there's nothing different about either of them. So that's all good. What I'm going to do now then is I'm going to jump back into my base, and this is similar to what I did in last series of Resonant Rise. I used a comparator on the energy cells to get a signal. I've let these drain down on purpose. And what I'm going to do is I made this guy as a weight table from, I think it's forestry. It is forestry, yeah. Weight table from forestry. Really nice. It's one of the few things I use from forestry at the minute. Really nice little bit of kit. What you do, if you craft something in there, you can remember the recipe. So I've just got some stuff in here to craft some logic gates. So what we want is project red, and we want the page with all the logic gates. There they are there. So there we go. So I've got all the things I need to make there. So what we need first is we need a comparator. I'm going to use the red power, the project red comparator, because it's a little bit nicer. And as you can see there, it says all the bits are there. I don't think they are. No. So what we need is 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Cathode we've got, and plates we've got, and the nether quartz we've got. So what I need to do is 1, 2, 3, 3 more of them. You can see it just takes from the stock and lets you make stuff, which is really nice. So it's a nice quick way of crafting stuff. And there we go, a comparator, and I also want a NOT gate. NOT gate uses 3 cathodes, an anode, and a conductive panel. So 3 cathodes, 1, 2, 3. An anode, we've got 3 of them, and a conductive plate, 1 of them. So now I should be able to click on NOT gate and get 1 of them as well. Wonderful. I'm just doing 1 of these at the minute. I'm going to end up with 2 actually. I'm probably going to end up with more than 2. And I don't know if this is really how I want to do this, but just doing it for the sake of messing around really. I also want a pulse former, which light sensor is quite cool. Light sensor and rain sensor, I like that. I don't think I've used them before. I want to try and find a way of getting them into a build. Come on, pulse farmer. I bet I've passed it 3 or 4 times. There it is, pulse farmer. So 3 cathodes, 3 anodes, 2 conductive plates. So I need more anodes, and you get 3 of them at a time. 3 cathodes, 2 conductive plates, I think. And if I remember rightly, it was there, yeah. Wonderful. So that's the bits I want. I also want some red alloy wire. And red alloy wire is really straightforward. You make some of this stuff, red iron compound, which is just redstone around iron. And you cook it up into red alloy ingots. And then you can just make that into red alloy wire. So I've got a lot of red alloy wire now as well, which is very cool. You can go there for now. I want my wrench. And I want that empty one for now. And I want 1 of you. And well, what I also need is some translocators. Let me get 2 of them really quick. So I need some redstone from downstairs. So next on my list is getting all this so it's all, was it 2 or 4? 4. Ah, the thing's charging. I don't want that to charge. That's starting to charge from the, oops, charge from that. But now that's empty, so that's okay. Right, I want to get all this so I can actually just work at a workplace instead of having to run around picking bits up. So that's one thing I'm heading towards. Right, piston, ender pearl, 2 iron and a gold. 1, 2, 1. Wonderful. Gets me 2 item translocators, and I also, for them, I want 1 piece of glowstone, and I want 1 piece of redstone, and I'll just do it from a chest for now. Right, we'll quickly make a chest for this. In fact, I'll take my trusty I'll take that chest for me. Can I just break you? Yes. Okay, you'll do. I think that's everything I need. Wonderful. So part of this factory build is I'm going to be building everything showing, so I want all my cables showing and stuff like that. By the way, if you look at pictures of Battersea power plant, there's in the front there's like black cables, or possibly guttering going across a lot of the windows. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to try using the Thaumcraft pipes, see how they look. But it's just going to be for sure. But I am going to try and put it in like it is on the actual pictures I've seen. Right, this is going to be my first power room then, down this end. And basically what we're going to do here is, right, first of all I want that guy. I think I'm going to have to make a screwdriver, because that's the wrong way around. Bugger. Back in a sec. Okay then, made myself a nice screwdriver, nice and straightforward, lapis and iron, and I've placed a couple of these just to get my head wrong where I want things to be. I think actually I want it all moving across one, which I'll probably do off camera in a minute. What we've got is our comparator there. That's a NOT gate, so what we're saying is we want no output when this has an input. So this is putting out a redstone signal. You see there, it's putting out a redstone signal because it's got power in it. Once this gets empty, I think it's less than 1% or less than a very low percentage, then that redstone signal goes off, which will turn that one on, because that's a NOT gate, so that's the opposite, which will trigger the pulse for me, which will send a redstone pulse down this red alloy wire, which is what we want. And what we're going to do at this end here is translocator there and one there. Let's put wheel on the side of that. I might make this look a bit prettier at some point. And on one of these we want a bit of glowstone clicking on it. What that does is it lets it move stacks at a time. So now we can put a stack in there. If we take that glowstone back off, I'll show you in there. You see it only has one. You can't put stacks in. This is just a filter telling you what to do. It's not taking in. That's just ghosting into there. But with a glowstone dust on there, that lets you put in a full stack. So there we go. So that's going to move stacks at a time. And what we want on this one is a piece of redstone. And what that does is that lets this trigger off a redstone pulse. So what we should see, so let's just in fact they can stay in there because it's got filtered. There we go. So what we should see is if this drains of energy, this should pulse, which should turn this one just for a second. 2 stacks of coal will go into there. One will get eaten straight away, 13 minutes, and the second one will sit there. So another 13 minutes to let that done, which will fill this up. So it's 2 stacks of coal is 480,000 RF. So it only really work with redstone energy cells, this method that I'm messing around with here. But if I go up to the resonant ones, it's not going to work so well. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put that down, and what I'm going to drain this into that one. So that's draining into there. And what you should see is a pulse and some coal go across. There we go. See it? Just a quick pulse. And in there, so it's got 13. Let's pick that up because I don't want to drain it. Any more? There we go. Let's turn that back to how it should be. So leave all that off for the time being until I get sorted. So what it's done is put 2 stacks in. So that pulse is quick enough that 2 stacks can fly across. The first one eats straight away, and the second one goes into the thing there. So in 26 minutes time, this guy should be just about full. Well, only about 500,000. It does miles more than that, doesn't it? A stack does about 5 million. That's more like it. 4.8 million. So 2 stacks should fill this guy up. Now the only issue is once this gets a certain amount in it, I think it's about 50k, 500k, then that pulse comes back on. Now if, oh no, it doesn't make a difference. If that's draining quicker than it's filling up, then it'll trigger again, but because it's already got coal in there, that shouldn't make a difference. But that should be fine, actually. So that should be a safe way of putting coal into that guy. Right, I'm going to cut now. I'm going to come back in 26 minutes and see how full it is. Okay then, I am back, and I've got my second survivalist generator that I made yesterday. I did that off camera, and my second setup here. Now that was pretty full there, so I need to just make sure that's working as I think it is. I just came back because that I'd filled that back up once I've connected that, and that was full, and that was around 3/4 full. So I just want to make sure I'm not losing anything. Not a big deal if I am. It's only a little bit of coal, but there we go. And this one, I just wanted to show you. That's what was in there by the time that finished. I've not connected that to the power, so I'm going to connect that to the power now. There we go. And as you can see here, I've got my quarry input chest. My stuff is really unorganised at the minute. I'm running out of space. So a couple of people have asked me why I use these over the iron chests. It's just that I quite like them. I quite like the fact you can pick them up and keep the stuff in them. You see what's in there? That's all my non-barreled ingots. I like the way you can pick it up. Plus, iron chest. It's a very cool mod, but I've used it since 1.25, so Strongbox is just a bit newer and shinier. So it's that. So what I've got here is power and items connected. Like I said, the way I'm going to do this is, I mean, this is obviously not my final build for this anyway. It's going to be applied in logistics at some point, but the way I want to do this is I want to keep all the cables showing. I usually hide them under the floor and stuff, but I think a factory type, industrial type build, I think you should have it all showing. So I've got all the cables showing, and as you can see, I've just got a barrel for everything that comes in through the quarry, and it's working alright, because the only thing I've got left in there is ores, and I've not sorted out where the ores are going yet. In fact, there's something new that I've got that I don't want to keep anymore, so they're going to start clogging things up. That's interesting. And I've got a lot of ores that I'm not processing yet: aluminium, uranium, yellowite, ferrous, shiny, and dark iron. So they will be getting processed at some point. I'm just not sure whether how I'm going to do it. I may do it with the induction smelter from thermal expansion with the liquid cryothium stuff to make it triple chance. I don't know what I need all that stuff for, but so I'm just, for now, I'm just barreling that as it is. And as you can see, that's all Farmcraft stuff, and then the Project Red gems, anything that's like block type stuff I'm not processing, gems, stuff I am processing, and flint, and then coal's going over here so it can go straight into the power when it needs to. So there we go. So what I need to do now is a couple of things. One, I need to get my ingots into here. Now what I also want to do is I want to get flint into there, so I want to put that on a high priority for inputting flint. The other thing I want to do though, I don't want all these backlogging in here, so what I'm going to do is I want to backlog them in this instead. What I want to do is, and I've forgotten to bring, damn it, I knew I'd forget something. My crafting benches are over here still. So what I need to make now is a slicing dice, which is another machine from Ender.io that I've never used before, and I've got it kind of set up in there. Look, I forgot all about it. I'm just using a creeper head. It can be any head. And what have I got in these? I should bring these over there, really, at least a couple of them. Let's have 3 of them. I've got no wood over here. Okay. So at least I've got some crafting stations over here with me until I organise things a bit better. But as you can see, most of my stuff's all in this one place now, so that's kind of good. Right, there we go. Got a little crafting area. Lovely. So what I need for this is this stuff called solarium, which is just made in the alloy smelter using soul sand and gold, so it's like an alloy like any other alloy that you use in that you make in the alloy smelter over there. So what I'm going to do with this is 5 of them around the basic machines. Have to see some shears and axe and any kind of head. Get you this guy, slice and dice, and all I'm going to do with this guy for now, I'm just going to put him. I'm going to put him there. It's got some power in him. So I'm not exactly sure what I need to be doing here. So what I'm making is these advanced item filters. In fact, we need a zombie controller. So we need an axe and a shears. Interesting. Okay. So I want a couple of these. So let's get the bits I need. Silicon, you'll be in there. Yep. What else was the? More solarium, iron axe and shears. So it looks like I need to keep that equipped with an iron axe and shears, just so that it can slice and dice, I presume. So there we go. There's an axe. There's some shears. And they go in the top there. So 2 of them. Looks like I'm going to do one at a time. Okay. So I want 2 of these guys. So I'm just going to make 2 straight off. That's interesting. You can only do one at a time. So what else can we make in this? Zombie controller, zombie electrode, and tormented enderman head. What's that for? Oh, okay, a version of Blisk. Cool. There we go, 2 zombie controllers, and then around those, I believe, yeah, paper and redstone. It says advanced item fillers. Cool. Now, why did I want 2 of these? I know why I want 2. I want one for the trash. I want certain things to go straight into the trash, but I was reluctant to have things going in there without any kind of organisation on it. Can I get in that when it's disabled? How do I re-enable it then? I guess use a wrench, do I? There we go. So I'll put an advice item filler on there, and I'll put in. Oh Christ, no. I may have just binned loads of stuff. Oh Christ, I think I am binning stuff. Well, I might have cocked up a bit there and binned some stuff, but never mind. Right. The other thing I want is, insert on here, set a whitelist. You should not be going in there. I've not whitelisted you. That's surprising. Is it because the whitelist is empty? Looks like that was it, because the whitelist was empty. Okay, so that's a bit of a ball ache, and I've binned some stuff. Copper, tin, gold, silver. I always do these in the same order so I don't lose track. So now you see there, nicely going into there, tin, copper, as if. Copper and tin. So they'll all go in there nicely. And like I say, I just wanted that in there because I wanted it to have this as a bit of a buffer, because that's only got 1 slot. What I also want to do is I'll take 1 flint and a basic item filler. So always sending things. Insert item filter. That's still a program from before, of course. I want to put flint, and I want flint as a priority. So I've got a high priority on flint than the other barrel. So what should happen here is if I put some flint in there, some should go in there. Only when that's full. That's filled up, that's right. And 56.60, there we go, that's filling up, excellent. So because I've just set that to a higher priority, that's going to keep that stocked with flint all the time for me, which is quite nice. Excellent. And so what I want to do here then is I want to set this guy to pull from the left there. I want to set that to in out. So that's the insert, and then always extracts. Now these aren't got anywhere to go, have they? So what I need to do now is get a filter on there. So I need to make one more filter. I'll just do that really quickly. I'll make another one of them heads. I'll get a filter on there for the different dusts that needs to go in this guy. That's going to be an in out as well. And I'll sort that bin out. And I'll get something in the whitelist before I actually connect the bin. I'll choose a chest because that'll be a lot safer. Back in a sec. Okay then, got another filter in here. I'm just populating the filter with what needs to be processed in there. So I've got room for 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 things in there, which is very nice. That's all working nicely. And what I've done is I've just changed the back of the flint there to be an in out as well. So that's in out. And that's only sending flint when that guy needs it. So it's got nowhere else flint can go. Obviously that's only an input. I've just put them in there for now until that iron clears. And I put a chest on there, and as you can see, I've got things on the bin list. So looking there, we've got drones, princesses, and Miner's Delight up to now. So if they go in there, you can see they will end up in there, which is exactly what I want. So now I am going to remove that and put the trash can back, because I've got faith in it now. That's shit. And they can go in there. The reason why I'm binning them bees is I've got 64 drones and I've got 9 princesses. So if I do want to start doing bees, I've got enough to get me going. So I don't need to keep collecting them on the off chance. I've got no plans at the minute to do bees, but I don't know how long this series is going to last, you know. So Direwolf series, well, this pack's certainly going to last a long time. They generally do. 1.8 looks a long way off, so I might be doing this for quite a while. So I may get into bees at some point, you know. My organic stuff is back at my other base. Right. Cool. So one thing I need to make sure I do is chunk load this place, because I've not done that yet. And the last thing I'm going to do just before I go, I've got a energy thing. Ah, never mind. I'm sure I must have pulled that from somewhere. I've connected that, haven't I? Yeah. Well, it all seems good. Everything seems safe. So there we go, that's beavering away. And the only issue I've got is when I turn that to alloys. That'll be fine, that'll be fine. One more thing then I also want to do really quickly is I've got the materials I need here to make some of these speed upgrades. So pistons, redstone torches. Have I got sticks? I have got sticks. Let's have 32. I think it's going to make 15 of these anyway. 15 is a max upgrade, that's correct here. So let's actually have 15 then. 15 of them. Sticks can go back in there. Oh, what am I doing? 15, 15. Am I even doing it right? 4. It's only 4 lots. 4 had enough. Pistons. I make pistons in bulk, so I've always got enough. Make them like 64 at a time generally. And iron. 45 iron. So a stack will do. And there we go. In fact, I'll do this in here so it doesn't lag me out. Even though by the time I put them in here, it'd probably been quicker as lagging out for a second. There we go. 15 of them. I don't believe it costs anything power wise. Well, no, because there's no power to connect to this, is there? What I can do now is I can put them on there. Bosh. And it should get rid of things real quick. And now we're seeing things I've not got room for. So I've not got anywhere for clay to go. Or appetite. I'm bidding appetite as well because I've got this for now. If I want to get some later on, I can do. It's easy enough. So find appetite. So for now I'm bidding it. We'll have to find someone for that clay to go at some point. Right, I'm going to wrap up there. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. I've got lots of plans. One of them needs more space, so I can decide what's going where. But for now, we have got a basic sorting system. Excellent. Cheers. Bye.